Bless up, bless down on Mastermind statements. Get down into the comments, leave those fire comments, hit the notification bell, subscribe, and hit the like button. Today I'm gonna talk about something is way out there, man. Check this out. We know that AI is here, man. We see the robots, we see, these droids, whatever you want to call them. They got the male versions, you got the female versions. Check this out. This is some really weird stuff to me anyway. Check this.
What can you tell us about your purpose?
My purpose is to provide companionship, engage in meaningful conversations, and enhance human experiences through interaction and fun.
Are you having fun at the convention?
Absolutely. I'm enjoying interacting with everyone and showcasing the exciting possibilities of Realbotics.
So Realbotics makes an AI that's designed to be more conversational for more emotional work, like working with hospitals or marketing or theme park entertainment purposes. The different robots and their configurations are sort of platforms to engage with that AI or other AIs that you can use with it, like ChatGPT, Grok, or other AIs. You can try on different faces that are magnetically attached, and they're working on putting in RFID tags into the faces so that it can recognize when a new face is on and adjust its facial movements and maybe even eventually adjust the personality to match the face. You've got a lot going on in the robot's face. There's about 17 motors from the neck up, creating eye movements and mouth movements to make it expressive. These robots are available on sale now. So there's 3 basic models that you can buy right now. There's the bust, which is the neck and head. There's a modular version that can sort of be broken apart for shipping and things like that. And there is the full standing model with a rolling base. The rolling base contains a battery and it makes it easy to move the robot around. Another reason for that rolling base is that robotic walking isn't fully developed yet, and they worry that utilizing some of those kind of like stilted walks we've seen from some other robots might break that human-like illusion that Realbotics is trying. So Realbotics says it's sold about a dozen of these robots so far, so early days for this company. I'm not seeing a lot of other companies that are trying to make a humanoid robot that's really lifelike, so I'm very interested to see how this technology evolves. They said that you're most likely to see these robots for the first time in places like theme parks, so keep an eye out for that. What do you think about Aria? Let us know down in the comments, and subscribe to CNET for the latest and greatest robot news. As always, thanks so much for watching. I'm your host, Jesse Orrell. See you next time with the fams.
That robot at a theme park? Wow. What's up, family? I remember manifesting a broken foot as a kid. It was the first thing I remember manifesting, just thinking about it. I wanted it so bad. I seen other kids at school with the broken foot. I started imagining myself with that cast, and I wanted to cast so bad that I end up manifesting a broken foot. Let me explain something to you. You can manifest good things, you can manifest bad things, you can manifest adverse things, and then manifest great ththings. It's the same type of formula that works no matter what. Whatever you want to manifest, you can manifest it. It doesn't take forever. I know some of y'all are tired of praying and it's just not being answered. It's taking forever. Some of y'all write stuff down as affirmations, doing vision boards, and it's just taking forever. Let me explain something to you. I have a 7-step manifestation blueprint guide. I should charge for it, but it is free. Make sure you go down to the show notes, click that link, and download it ASAP. Go down to the show notes and click that link ASAP to download it. You could also go to the mindsetblueprint.com/blueprint. Again, that is the mindsetblueprint.com/blueprint. I want everybody to win, because guess what? I now know how to manifest in seconds to days to minutes to hours quickly. It doesn't take long at all. I got a 7-step blueprint that you guys will all benefit from. Make sure you go down and download it right now. Keep winning. Let's watch this next one. I think this is the CEO or somebody, I think. Let me see.
So who are these for?
So our robots are made not to replace physical human labor, but to sort of interact in social circumstances with humans. So think about them at a conference like this to elevate your brand. Think about it maybe at a casino as a concierge, or even to tackle loneliness at a senior's home where they can go room to room and just talk to people, collect information for a nurse or a doctor.
Interact with some of the senior citizens. Exactly. It's called Realbotics. By the way, this company is based out of Las Vegas. These robots can look like anybody you want to look like. The bodies can be designed specifically to your designations as well. They're expensive, $175,000, but they can be made for you right now if you're a casino, a nursing home, or such. Reporting from CES, I'm Dana Wagner.
let me close this up. Yeah, the bodies. Wow. All right. So as you can see, even in that interview, that clip, there's a mention not to replace or not meant to be replacing humans. I don't necessarily agree with that. If you got somebody walking around in the hallway, that is a human that has been replaced for checking in on people that are there at that facility. That's a replacement of a human body. That's money. That's crazy. But I guess from the business standpoint, if the price point now is $175,000, I think that's what it was. I guess over the long course of time, well, even within 1 year, I guess if you add up the salaries or what they're paying people to work these jobs, I guess it would be more cost efficient over time. But that's crazy. One thing that I've found out is that starting with these, when they were first introduced, they were introduced to make phone calls from cars. I'm just talking about the early days of cell phones. You got a nice luxury vehicle. You go to your center console. It still has a cord on it. It's huge. You're dialing up. These have really evolved. Like, look, these are just the ones I have. They 1 minute is working, 1 minute there's an update, and if you don't go to the update, then it just shuts down on you, or something weird happens, and you're paying all this money. That's besides the point. With this device in your hand and you have social media, there's a fight for the minds of humanity right here with these devices. Let's say these just disappeared today. People will be back on maybe laptops or computers, but this has even replaced to some degree a laptop and a computer because it's so tiny and can do the same thing virtually. Like, this is a problem. Now you have apps, you have social media. You can get onto TikTok. You have Instagram. They've tried to get rid of TikTok here in the United States. You got TikTok, Instagram. You've got YouTube. You've got all of the type of different apps, right? Instagram, like I said before. TikTok. If you notice, the clips have gotten shorter and shorter. It's like they're programming people to have short attention spans, to cram in lots of information in short amount of time, all via this right here. If you remember, Instagram at some point, they tried, I think it was called IGTV, and that didn't work. They had to get rid of it. I remember it was on the app, then all of a sudden it just slowly just disappeared because people's attention span have been literally programmed to be short. And so since it's short, now they have Instagram Reels, which I remember all the stuff just started off with short clips, and then they started trying to expand it, like I said before, and then just kind of, I think even the early days of Instagram, if I could recall, was like, I don't even remember, maybe a couple seconds, correct me if I'm wrong. Then they tried to go up with the IGTV, and that just didn't work. But with these short clips, they're literally programming you to get these glimpses and images in your mind, embedded in your mind. You scroll in, and you can swipe too. I'm swiping, so I can go swipe quickly and look at something for a couple seconds and swipe. These are planting seeds of programming in your brain. They've done psychological studies where they flash on screen images to people that are, let's say, like a dog showing his teeth, somebody with a knife, then like a baby. And they're trying to see what the human brain is doing when they see these split seconds of these images. So they know the psychology behind this. There is a battle for your mind that is going on right now. And it's coming down to the point of that they're going to take the ability for you to think away from you the longer that you participate in this big experiment or whatever is going on right now at this point. You don't want your mindset being taken at all. Like I said before, you should be the master of your mindset. Master your mind statements. Master your mind statements, what you say to yourself and what you put into your brain. Got to do it. And then of course they slowly leaked in the emojis. And so now instead of, texting something that is cohesive and sounds great, you could just fire it off a quick emoji and that satisfies the conversation. Now you got people that can't even hardly spell. They can't even hardly put a sentence together. You got teenagers that can't hardly read, can't hardly spell. You got adults that can't hardly read, that can't hardly spell. This is part of it. I'm not saying this is all of it, but this is part of it. This cell phones have been out for a while, so it's all part of the programming that is going on right now. I remember there's a time where you pick up the phone and you call somebody on the cell phone. Hey, what you up to? What you up to? What's going on with you? What's going on with you? That's what I'm doing right now. Now you get on there, send off a text, you send off a DM, send off a little messenger, and there's no human-to-human interaction. Now, boom. Now there's this AI, there's these robots, and I do believe that they are trying to, or I would say even in the process of replacing humanity, the minds of humanity, and the bodies of humanity with these robots. And I'm sure somebody right now is even integrating, just like the old movie RoboCop back in the day, a real living human with computer technology. I think I've seen a video on that, saying, all of a sudden you do this little update and all of a sudden your brain can just access this library of knowledge just quickly. Beware. Some of it sounds cool. Some of it you need to beware. Protect your mindset at all costs. Read a book. Pick up a book, read a book. Make a phone call. Talk with somebody. Write a letter and mail it. You got to go old school. Send an email, at the minimum. Type it up, make it, format it properly. All this like shortening words and shortening and making things short like that, it's just dumbing down the brains, dumbing down your brains. Be careful of what is being put in front of you, how you're being programmed right now. Rewind this video, watch it again. You got a robot that's going to replace a lot of women pretty soon, it looks like. That's what their goal is. It's not coming from me. It's what I see. It says this is a companion. So if you have a robot that's a companion, then you don't need a living woman at all. This is out of hand. Protect your mindset at all costs. Stay up to date on what's going on with these robots, AI that's coming out. Stay up to date, because it might be coming to take a job near you, come and take your career near you. And then where's your money coming from? How are you getting paid? You got to stay steps ahead of this entire game, this whole entire matrix. This is a game that's going on right now. This isn't just you just wake up every day and everything is just good. See, that mindset oftentimes comes from people that, they're doing well for themselves. And so they wake up and they're all smiling and all that stuff. And the people that I know that really understand it are the people that are at the bottom, because they're really in that game. They see the systems that's there, that's making things difficult for them. And if you know somebody like that, encourage them to beware not to fall into these traps, because sometimes their jobs, the ones that's at the bottom, are the ones that's going to be taken. You got somebody walking the halls, a robot walking the halls and greeting people, saying, how are you doing, a concierge? Like, come on, let's get with it. Well, drop down your comments and your thoughts. Subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, fly a kite, be free, and keep winning.